Yay. Hi guys, and welcome back to On The Fence. Give me one sec. Yeah, welcome back to On The Fence. I thought I'd come home first before I did my video. Didn't want to stay outside Goodison because couldn't hear nothing really. The wind would have wrecked the camera, the speakers anyway, and obviously you couldn't hear nothing for the Everton fans singing City, City, top of the league. So thought to come home first, comfort in my own home, and it's warmer as well because the fucking weather's very bitterly cold, and yeah, that the performance from Liverpool goes with it. You know, very bitterly disappointing performance and a result from Liverpool. The game ended 0-0 at Goodison Park. Everton, of course, the happier of the two teams, which, you know, that goes without saying. They were always going to, fight for anything in this game. And, you know, to stop Liverpool win the league is as good as a victory for them. And, you know, look, fair enough. They're in the position they're in, which is absolutely shite. So, you know, their only achievement this season is us not winning the league. You know, like in the Champions League final last year, that was Everton's sort of saviour of their season. The fact that they had a shit season again, like they really always do. Their saving grace was Liverpool dropping the final of the Champions League. You know, pardon the pun, Lloris Karius, I'm very sorry. Anyway, to this game, Liverpool were quite good in this game, to be honest. I was sat in the upper Bullens with a load of Everton fans, right next to the Liverpool fans. You know, it was in touching distance, all the people that I know and love, and, you know, all the people that support the same club as me, but I had to sit with the Everton fans, which was a bit, you know, maybe it's a good thing Liverpool didn't score, maybe the Liverpool players decided on purpose not to score because they thought my life would be in danger if we did, because I was not going to stay quiet if we'd have won, if we'd have scored a goal, but wasn't to be. Mo Salah should score that chance in the first half, shouldn't he? He's played through. Well, to be honest, twice he's played through. In the first half, you know, on the right hand side, cutting into his left, he just seems to take an age to just do anything. You know, he gets it's just he puts the ball into his left foot and he doesn't put anywhere near as much power on it than he should. You know, a player like Salah, despite the fact he's having a bad season, he should be so confident enough to slot that in. He's been given a gift and it doesn't take it. Then again, in the second half, you know, he's played very similar, except in this instance, the defender's a lot closer to him. He cuts onto his left, but, you know, he doesn't take a good enough touch, and he just doesn't score. And, you know, that's going to keep up the record of Salah not scoring in big games for Liverpool, and so be it. You know what I mean? There's no big thing around it. It's just the fact that he just didn't score, to be honest, and it was shite. Yeah, Fabinho has that chance as well where the cross comes in and he just doesn't sort his feet out quick enough. He takes an age to turn or to do anything to get a touch, and it's cleared as well. And look, Everton had a couple of chances themselves to win the game in the end, and you know, it's just one of them fucking we huffed, we puffed. It was a good end-to-end game with chances, but not to be. And, you know, it's good watching from the neutral perspective. It's good watching an open game, you know, end to end and stuff like that. But if we don't go and put a goal in the back of the net, then it's not worth watching, is it really? Because we're now 2 points behind. I think City. My phone's there. I can't be asked. Checking. Yeah, I think we were 1 point ahead, weren't we? They've got 3, so they would, yeah. Unless it's what were they? It doesn't matter. We're behind City either way. The game, you know, the season's not over. Of course, it's not. It never would have been today anyway. Win, lose or draw, it wasn't going to do anything. But add a couple of points or whatever. City are just in the driving seat again now. But there's plenty of games left to play. There's plenty of football. This was arguably our on paper our toughest game. You know, away at Goodison Park, our toughest away game anyway. Because the other two games we've got Chelsea and Tottenham. They're both at home, mixed in with a few other fixtures as well. So this was really like probably one of our toughest games on paper. And if you look at last week at Old Trafford as well, to go to 2 really tough away grounds and to pick up a point each, then I don't think that's that bad in out of context. But in context, the fact that we needed a win with City winning yesterday and then just keeping up this one goal, you know, 2 games back to back they now have where they've just won ugly 1-0, and yesterday Bournemouth didn't even fucking put up a fight. So, you know, they're kind of doing what they're doing, and it just makes our job a lot harder because we've got to then, you know, when they play first, we've got to match them. When we play first, we've got to set the tone, and, you know, we're just off the mark at the minute. We really are. You know, this form since the start of the year has been terrible. Since that defeat to City, the only defeat we've had this season, believe it or not. But, you know, the way our fans are acting, the way, you know, opposition fans are acting, it's like we've lost loads of games. You know, we haven't. We've lost one fucking. We've lost We've lost one Premier League game all season to Manchester City. It's just the draws. There's too many draws, especially the turn of the year. Leicester, West Ham, Everton now, Old Trafford last week. The thing with these two games, Everton and Old Trafford, is that we had half chances to win the game. United last week, they had injured players. We should have took advantage. We should have took full control, and we didn't. We missed an opportunity. Today, Everton, the shit. We missed an opportunity once again, and that shakes at you. You know, that gets to you, that we just didn't take our chances, and you know they've come out the better of the two. They've come out the happier of the two, as well as United did last week, and it's just so disappointing. It really is. Midweek we had a fantastic result against Watford, 5-0, and this game, you know, you won. We've kept the clean sheet. The clean sheet's been carried over. That's fine. That's fair. Three games back to back, clean sheet. But we haven't took the goals with us. You know, we've took the clean sheet, and defensively we were fine, but we haven't took the goals over. You know, we haven't took that free flowing fluidity. You know, players like Origi, who scored in the last game, Mane scored in the last game, Van Dijk, you know, whatever. But Salah, you know, these players, they need to show more. They need to do more, because, you know, in games where last season in the transition, you know, on the counter attack, we were just slicing through teams like they weren't even there. You know, mainly in the Champions League, of course, but in most Premier League games as well, against the smaller sides like Everton, like your Bournemouths, like your, you know what I mean. We were cutting through teams, and we just seem to have lost a bit of that this year, this season, because we've maybe prioritised being a bit better defensively, because we've now got a good defence. But, you know, we shouldn't have to sacrifice one or the other. We should be able to be fluid and good in both. But when sides set up for us to not beat them, it's always going to go that way. We've got to be patient. And when the chances come, we've got to be clinical. We've got possibly the best front three in the world, which we've had for about a year and a half now. We've got to take our chances, because it's not good enough. It's not good enough if we're just going to draw 0-0 against Everton, and then, you know, we might win the next game, but then we draw it again. We can't keep being inconsistent. The running at the end of the season, the business end of the season, has to be win, 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 no matter what. If you want to win the league, you've got to win the games. You've got to win what's in front of you, and it doesn't matter where you play. You know, you can play on the fucking moon for all I care. It doesn't matter who's playing. You've got to win your games, and look, like I said, this was the toughest on paper game, you know, away anyway. Everton was the toughest game. City have still got a few tough games as well. It's all still in the balance. It really is. It's all up in the air. But it would have been nice, you know, just to put a bit more pressure on Manchester City, you know, because they've only just got by their last two games, 1-0 each. But that's all they've needed to do, and now they've gone back top of the league. So it's disappointing. It is what it is. Look, but I'm not gonna overreact. Of course, I'm not. I think it's more just because now that we're getting to that we're getting to touching distance at the end of the season, and you know, we're all sitting there thinking, oh, what's it going to be like when we score that winning goal to win the league? You know, we're all our heads are already there. That's what it is. That's my problem anyway. My head's already in May, thinking, you know, that game against Wolves at home, if that's the game where we win the league, you know, who's going to score it? I'm thinking, what's the goal going to be like? Is it going to be a header? Is it going to be like a fucking Jordan Henderson worldie from out of nowhere? Is it going to be Van Dijk, you know, Robertson? Who's it going to be that's going to score that goal? And my head's there, loads of fans' heads are there, but, you know, we need to stay where we are in this situation. And in this situation, we've only just gone to March. We've still got like 10, 15 games left. I don't know how to find that comment. Oh shit, hang on. Hang on. Yeah, we just need to keep ourselves where we are, and know that we're in this battle now, and we have to win the games. I'm sorry, I'm just looking for that comment. There it is. Yeah, that's alright. I'll read your comment out in a minute, mate. Yeah, but just to caveat that, just to summarise, I'd rather be in a challenge, in a fight for the league, and just miss out than be Everton. So it is what it is. Hence why their whole season hangs on us not winning the league. It is what it is. I'll just read that comment anyway. I hate the way he played James Milner in his dependence on the. Also feel like an old man. I hate the way. Yeah, sorry, mate. I'm not. I see the way you say you hate the way you played James Milner. Dependent on. I don't know what overtures are. Overtures too much. I'm not too sure. Well, the thing about James Milner is James Milner's been quite good all season, to be honest, and I can see why he plays, but Who did he come on for? Did he come on for Genie? I think maybe Genie might have been injured, to be honest. That's why, because I seen him with a bit of tape around his knee, so maybe he was feeling a little bit of a tight knee and stuff like that. He's played a lot of football, Genie. You know, we've got to understand that. And maybe what's the word, like Klopp's dependence on our front three. It could be, you know, that's where we get our goals from. You know, our over dependence on our front three. Sometimes it can be the upturn of your team. Sometimes it can be our downfall, and in this game it was our downfall. You know, after the front three we haven't really got any other options. Naby Keita might have been an option, but he seems to have fallen out of favour at the minute under Klopp, because you know he didn't start. He started all right at the start of the season, but he's kind of gone off the boil, and he's not the player we signed at the minute. He's not, because he's just not up to speed with the team yet, and you know maybe that's going to cost us, but who knows. It is what it is. Liverpool's still in the title race. Let's just remember that. Liverpool's still in the title race. It's not over yet. We've just got a bad result, but there's loads of games left. There's about 10-ish games left from now to the end of the season. So there's plenty of twists and turns. And there will be twists and turns. Let me just be honest, there will be twists and turns. You know, City aren't just going to go plain sailing to the end. If they do, then fair play, they deserve it. But I don't think they will, because, you know, December they had a fucking shit ton of bad results. So, you know, let's hope they can do it again. Let's hope Liverpool can capitalise on that. And if we can, then we'll all be singing, chatting in May, and Everton will be crying. So, yeah. I've been on the fence. My name's Danny. Take care of yourself. Subscribe to the channel, like the video, all that good stuff. And I'll see you soon. I'll see you next week for the next game against whoever it is. It doesn't matter. Up the Reds. See you later.